All right, so I just wanted to come back and give you a little bit more insight into the way things would go for your summer assignment. So you can see right now I'm on edpuzzle, and these edpuzzle videos will show up on your Google Classroom. You can see them all right here. They'll show up after the school year is over. So each of these videos is an assignment that you must complete. Which learning guide they're attached to is on the learning guide itself. So if you were to take a look at Summer Assignment Section 1 Evolution, if I open this learning guide, you can see right here, these are the edpuzzles that are part of this section. So when you're working on this section, you should watch them. Some people ask me all the time about the order. I guess this order is probably makes the most sense, but it shouldn't matter a huge amount. I wanted to talk about this. I don't think you have any questions about how to use edpuzzle, at least not since 2020. But I wanted to point out first, there is a lot of them, right? This is a decent amount of videos, but you'll notice they're not long, like 7 minutes, 9 minutes, 11 minutes, 14 minutes. It's not a huge amount of work. Some of them have like 6 questions, 7 questions. Some of them only have 1 question. I did want to talk a little bit about how they're graded. So for me, edpuzzle videos are worth 5 points. And what I basically do is when you have edpuzzle grades, this is an image of another class's grades without the names. You will always have on edpuzzle this line right here that says you completed the video, and then you have this score next to it with a number out of 100, right? So basically the useful way to think about it is if the score is green, you're getting 5 out of 5. If the score is yellow, you're getting 4 out of 5. If the score is red, you're getting 3 out of 5. If you don't do it, you are getting a 0, right? The reason I do that is because I want you to take the questions seriously because they're meant to help you see the things that are the most important in the video to remember. But I also don't want you to think of them as a quiz, right? They're not a quiz. They do have an effect on your grade, but they all get changed. If it's green, it's 5 out of 5. If it's yellow, it's 4 out of 5. If it's red, it's 3 out of 5. All right. So that way they're not very, like, there's not a lot of stakes attached to them. But since I was talking to you about that, I did want to discuss a little bit about how your summer assignment is going to be graded. So there are a series of videos that you have to watch. Each video is worth 5 points, right? And so that means that each video is roughly 2.5% of your summer assignment grade. All the videos together are 40%. In each learning guide, there is a first quiz, which are usually around 15 points, but the ecology ones might be like 18, 19. So we're going with 15 here. You take the first one, you take the second one, all right? And I will talk more about the quizzes when I can give you the textbook introduction. You have the first one and the second one for each of the 2 learning guides. So the quizzes in total are 7.5% each, so roughly 30% of your summer grade. And then you have the learning guides themselves, which will get scored out of 30. You will be surprised to know that you're the one that decides what this score is out of 30. That is 15% each of your summer grade, so 30% total for the learning guides. So what you could see here is I just put in a number of points just to be like, what if you got this? So you can see in the videos, I put a couple of 3s, mostly 4s and 5s. Then for the quizzes, I put 11.4, 13.1. Notice that you do better as you get along, which makes sense, right? Same thing down here. You did a little worse in the first part, but then improved a lot more than the first time. And then on the learning guide, you felt pretty good about how you learned, but not perfect. So you gave like a 27, a 28. This added up to 173.3 points out of 200, which is an 86.65. I have a general policy that if something is 0.5 or higher, I round up. And so that would be a B+, right? So again, fine, but not great. Improvement, but not perfection. Understanding, but not everything. And you're doing fine. I just want you to have that perspective in mind while you sit down to tackle this work. That's it. Nice and quick.